All right, everybody. Sorry for the wait. And without further ado, let's get into chapter 1063, The One Family I've Got. Interesting title, especially since we're starting off the chapter in Whole Cake Island with this cover story. So let's see what's going on. Holy fuck. My boy Cracker got fucked up. God damn. And what happened to Pudding? So, we got Pudding crying face. We got Cracker frozen to death, basically. Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 21. Pudding's been kidnapped. Blackbeard, baby! It's Blackbeard! I swear to God, it's Blackbeard. And it seems like Aokiji came in, probably kidnapped Pudding because of her fucking third eye that allows, when it awakened or whatever, allows her to read the poneglyphs. You know, awakening her eye like Joe Rogan, and can officially read other languages, unknown languages, ancient languages. And according to fucking... And wow, this is crazy, because it looks devastating. Like, Brûlée looks fucked up, her cape is all fucked. Like, this is Cacao Islands. Cracker completely got destroyed. Probably by what looks to be... fucking Aokiji. Like, if I had to guess. Like, it looks like Aokiji came in, fucking sacked this place, took Pudding, you know, and left. And, it, like, this looks like it was a desperate situation. Just, like, look how fucking desperately, like, Cracker is, like, grabbing, you know. And this is why the Big Mom Pirates are, like, the best pirate crew in the entire series, besides the Strawhats, and maybe even better than them, because they like genuinely care about each other, because they're like actual like blood relatives, they're actual family, and it's really, really cool to see that like clearly this was like a devastating loss, a devastating defeat by probably, most likely, I would have to guess the Blackbeard Pirates if I had to guess. That's crazy, dude. That's fucking nuts. Incredible start to the chapter. I'm really excited. Now I'm like really interested because a lot of people predicted that this might happen, including me. And I think there was a long time ago, there was someone did like a fan fiction, like kind of like a fan fiction comic of like the Blackbeard Pirates attacking Whole Cake Island while Big Mom and like the main forces were away, and Katakuri like defending like the poneglyphs from the Blackbeard Pirates, and basically like taking a bunch of them on, using like techniques he kind of like learned from his fight with Luffy, and like kind of continuing to get back up despite being like outnumbered and outmatched, you know? So I'm kind of disappointed it didn't end up being something like that, but it's still like, this is still really interesting. Like, this is still really cool. And Pudding is clearly like a player in the game who has a lot of potential. And it would make sense that someone like Blackbeard would want her for her potential to read the poneglyphs, you know? It makes all the sense in the world. So, very interesting. Excited to see where this goes. Now I'm, like, really invested in this cover story now. Like, this is really, really interesting. But yeah, so, okay, before we get into the chapter, let me just read any comments that came in. Kuzan took Pudding. Yeah, it looks like it. Now, I've got to ask, do you think that's frozen chocolate or melted chocolate? It looks like frozen chocolate to me. I mean, I love frozen chocolate. Like, I put, like, normal, like, fucking... Like, I'm not really a milk chocolate guy, but I'll put, like, a dark chocolate bar in the freezer and then, like, eat that later. It's delicious. I love that shit. Excuse me. It looks like all the Vegapunk names have ties to the moon... Okay, yeah, I've already read that one. Kuzan took Pudding, says Weird Bros. Yeah, it looks like it. I still say it's melted chocolate. Why do you think it's melted chocolate? I'm curious. To me, this all looks like frozen. Like, this looks like a clear case of some Kuzan up in here. More like the third commanders are jobbers. Yeah, they kind of... Sour Lemon says, Jack the Jobber, more like Cracker the Jobber. I mean, to be fair, Cracker at least gave, like, Luffy a run for his money and, like, basically had Luffy on the back foot for, like, 12 hours. Like, losing to an Admiral, especially after, like, losing to a... like, you know, Luffy not that long ago, I don't see this as, like, this is, like, a fair, you know, losing to an Admiral is, like, nothing to be ashamed of, in my opinion. But whatever. It's whatever. The Charlotte Pirates care about each other. You need to reread Whole Cake Island. I mean, some of them do. Not all of them, Molotov. Not all of them. But, like, some of them, obviously. You know, and, like, even though they don't always have, like they're kind of like, they were bred by Big Mom, who is, like, an abusive tyrant. Like, so, that's the thing, is, like, even when they do care about each other, a lot of times it's, like, kind of, like, from a bad place. Or, like, they'll be, like, even Oven, when he was beating up on Chiffon, he's like, I don't want to kill my own sister, but, like, you kind of force my hand, unfortunately. Like, so they're cutthroat, and they're competitive, but, like, a lot of them do real, like, especially, like, the older ones, the ones that have been there and, like, grew up together, like, before, like, even Big Mom maybe became, like, one of the 4 emperors or whatever. Like, those, like, the ones who are, like, the older siblings, like, tend to actually have, like, a bit of soul, even if they are, like, even if there are guys like Prospero who are pretty fucked up, you know? Like, Brule clearly cares about Katakuri. Katakuri clearly cares about Brule. And clearly they care about Pudding, you know? So it's interesting. It's interesting. And clearly, my man Cracker went down trying to save Pudding. You know, that's pretty, that makes me feel something. That makes me feel something down here in my non-existent heart. In my cold frosted heart that Kuzan frosted over. Jack, Cracker, Scopper, Sanji. Sanji. You mean Jinbei, my dude, Jinbei. No, I mean, technically, I mean, right now, it's Sanji. But, I mean, we know Sanji has more plot armor than Jinbei. I mean, I think he does. Like, a little bit. He beat a second commander, so I would assume so, but whatever. A dark chocolate bar in the freezer is the best. It snapped, dude. Fuck, that sound that you made. Like, you remember Death Note where that one fucking mellow kid would, like, fucking crack into that chocolate bar, like, and you'd hear, like, the sound, like, would just... That's like ASMR to my ears, like the sound of, like, a chocolate bar, like, cracking in your teeth, man. It sounds so good. Because it's the Germa 66's cover story, and Germa has fire powers. I'm just not sure where you're seeing the melted chocolate, though. That's the only thing I'm not seeing, Molotov. Weird bros. But the fire Germa wasn't near that island. Yeah. Sanji is the weakest member of the crew. Changed my mind. Yeah, you're right, Molotov. You're totally correct. Oh my god, Bonney. Fat Bonney is the best. Look how fat she is. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh god. A satisfying meal. Phew, delicious. Yeah, whoever said she's better than Law, whoever that was, I completely agree. She is better than Law. 100. This autumn, any like, this is why Kid's better than Law, because he became Fat Boy too with Luffy in prison in Wano, and now Bonney is also better than Law because she is also fat and hanging out. That's great. You love to see it. You'll love to see it. What's keeping everybody? I bet they'll all love the food machine, except maybe Sanji. Yeah, that's just gonna put Sanji out of business. He's gonna fucking destroy that thing, probably. Sanji cucked again, literally by a robot. Crazy. Honestly, what if they replace Sanji with the food machine? Now if Sanji dies, they don't need to worry about him anymore. Also, Big Mom should order one of these, you know, for her island, because, you know, that would solve all their problems. She would never have her fucking tantrums ever again. She would just be, that is literally eliminating anything that, like, any issues that potentially could arise with Big Mom, basically. As, like, an unstable, like, food maniac, at least. You guys sure can eat. All 4 of you have bulging bellies. Mine was already like that. Jinbei. Yeah, she's just calling you fat, Jinbei. You gotta fucking lose some pounds, my dude. Woof, woof. So there's a dog. He's cute, looking like a robot dog. Oh, the recycle. It's a recycle dog. The recycle cur. Well, I ought to get back to work. If I don't run riot, no one will. What's riot? Exclamation point. And she flies off with her fucking jetpack. Hell yeah. And she fucking runs into the dragon again. What kind of job is that? Who are they? Huh, yeah, who are they? These, like, little funny-looking guys. I think it's safe to assume they're lab assistants of some kind. This is fun. This is like legitimate, like, fun adventure piece. This is really, really fun. Like, we're just, like, having fun on an island, eating funny food, seeing funny characters, asking, like, hey, what's that? What's that over there? Like, this legitimately reminds me of, like, Skypiea in some ways, and just the sense of, like, just, like, the main characters just being like, hey, what's that thing do? Like, what's this dial technology that you have here? And, like, yeah, it's just interesting. It's, like, I like this. It's refreshing to get an arc where we're just, like, having fun, having some levity, relaxing, doing some fun shit, interacting with, like, a new, interesting biome. You know, it's not quite as, like, visually beautiful as Skypiea, because, like, there's just a lot of, like, visual clutter. But it's still cool. I'm still digging it. I think it's safe to assume they're lab assistants of some kind. Odd. This place seemed deserted a second ago, but now there's, like, a bunch of people walking around. That is odd. Were they hiding because they weren't sure about us? Isn't it a little hot for those outfits? Says Bonney. I mean, Bonney, you're, like, any temperature. You were in the freezing tundra and you were still fucking wearing, like, a fucking... you were still, like, having it all hang out, girl. So, whatever. Whatever you say. No way, for real. No way, for real? Luffy. Whoa, these clothes feel so light. So he just, like, stole the clothes off the back of one of these robots. They're nice and breezy, too. So Luffy's looking like a fucking, what is it? Adam Punk guy. That's cool. They're nice and breezy too. Where did you get those? Here. Fashion. Oh, there's a fashion machine that hooks you up with cool clothes that are both light but also warm. That's pretty cool. I fucking dig it. Nothing beats free clothes after a complimentary meal, especially since their current clothes are probably still wet since they had to take a dip in the frozen ocean. Mine still feels sticky from all the seawater. It'd be nice to change. That's not the only reason why they feel sticky. Just saying. Just saying. Style selection. How about a battle uniform? Hey, wait, I can undress myself. Damn. Okay, I mean, she's got, like, the, you know, the hourglass thing. She's got the Nami thing. You know, whatever. I kind of liked her previous outfit more with, like, the cute suspenders and, like, whatever, but... I mean, she still looks cute. I mean, she's wearing, like, the antenna thing, like Lil Lynette was. Like, the girl from last chapter, the number 2. Bonney panties. I mean, I do like that she's fucking, you know, she's got, like, a thong on. That's pretty hot. Anyway, in my eye, they're all covered with melted chocolate that's solidified, not frosty. So, who did it then? Molotov, who do you think attacked? Do you think it was the Germa? I don't think so. To me, it looks like the same effect that happens when Aokiji or Kuzan attacks. That's what it looks like to me. But again, who knows, man? You might have a point, because we know that the Germa are there. But to me, it seems more likely to be Kuzan. Also, why the fuck is he wearing a Hawaiian shirt? Was he wearing this before Jinbei? And his outfit looks stupid. I mean, Chopper's outfit often looks stupid, but it looks even more stupid than before. Look how tiny his legs are, bro. They're just two, like, tiny lines right next. It's like an equal sign right next to each other. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Don't skip leg day, Chopper. Reminder, Sanji is such a terrible cook that he regularly poisons the crew with glass, shards, and poison. What? He literally killed his mother with his cooking. I mean, yeah, but that was when he was a kid. Run riot. It's either a turn of phrase meaning to go wild, or it's a weird translation, and riot should be italicized for being a discrete thing. Agreed, Molotov. Agreed. Seawater. More like semen water. Yes. Bonney panties. Bonney. Yes. Bonney panties. Bonney panties. Bonney panties. Red Germa? Indeed. They do kind of look a little like Germa. And she's got VP on her fucking tits. Hell yeah, dude. Vice President of being hot. These are light. The boots make me feel like I'm floating. You are floating, girl. They even have tropical styles. God, Jinbei, you fucking nerd. These would make for perfect disguises, but it's probably too late for that. It's so futuristic. Well, I'm off to find some weapons and deal with Vegapunk. Catch you later. Oh, catch you late. Heads up. It's Kuma. Puma? Is it just me? Or is he looking for us? Oh shit, yeah, that does look like Kuma. Literally like a policeman pacifista. Holy fuck. Let's get out of here. He's about to charge. So Luffy's predicting the future with future sight hockey that he learned from his fight with Katakuri. Very cool to see him do it. I like that this is something that like Oda has been highlighting since Whole Cake Island. Like it wasn't just like a one and done thing that he forgot about, because he often does stuff like that where he just forgets about things from previous arcs. No, he's actually been pretty consistent about like keeping that like a thing that Luffy can continuously do, which is cool. So Kuma starts running towards them. He's gonna fire his laser beam. I'm firing my laser! Classic early 2000s meme. Provisionings and garments reported stolen. Thieves detected. What, but did they charge them for it? Why didn't it charge up front? Huh? That stuff wasn't free. That stuff wasn't free, they ask. So, Bonnie's freaking out because she's basically seeing her dad attack them, which is a crazy thing to see. Then why did it just pop out like that? That's a good question. Yeah, it should have charged them ahead of time. Like, I hate places that, like, don't charge you before the service. It depends on what it is, obviously. Like, if you're going to the doctor, that's one thing. But, yeah, it's like, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't, if it's coming out of a fucking machine, you should have to pay first and then get your shit. Bonnie panties again. Yeah, you got some fucking, goddamn, fucking whole, like, crotch shot right there. Jesus Christ. Is he trying to kill us? That's a bit harsh for theft. We'll be toast if we don't fight back. Yeah, it's just self-defense. Then again, we are pirates. Hostile hosts come with the territory. So Jinbei making comments. Either way, we've got no choice. So Luffy about to go in on him with a big old Gear 3 punch. Gum. But then Bonney gets in the way of his attack and fucking kicks Luffy in the face. Stop! Huh? And then they both get blown up. Ugh! What the heck, Bonney? Didn't you see his lasers? I've got to slug him. Huff, huff, huff. Beep, beep, beep. That's my father, she's crying. No, it's not, you dumb bitch. It is a clone of your father. Just let him fucking do it. Let him beat his ass. God damn it. Stupid ass hoe. I'm just joking. It's understandable for her to, be protective in this way. But it's still stupid, because we know that it's a clone, We know more than Bonney does, even though I'm sure Bonney knows this. Like, I'm sure Bonney knows that there are clones. It's just seeing your father get fucking, like, we know Luffy can annihilate a Pacifista with one attack. So, like, we saw him do it in Return to Sabaody. So, like, there is reason to believe that, like, this is, she's just like, oh, fuck, he's gonna kill him. So, it makes sense why she'd want to get in the way of that. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, guys. What the heck, Bonney? That's my father. That's my father. What? He's the only family I've got. When you said your dad was turned into a cyborg, you were talking about Kuma? Well, obviously. No fucking shit. What did you think? You were talking about Kuma? I'm begging you. Beep, beep, beep. Please don't hurt my daddy. Oh, look at this. This is actually really cute. This is a really good panel. I might make this the thumbnail. I might make this the thumbnail for the YouTube video. I really like this this flashback picture of Kuma. He just, like, you never see Kuma smile, and like whenever he does, like, we've only seen him smile once in like one flashback panel from Sabo, back during the Reverie, I think, and like it's just so like charming to see this guy who's been like such like a stoic person for the entire time that we've known him, like, have like a big smile on his face, especially when holding his daughter. Please don't hurt my daddy. You dummy, get out of there. It's just a pacifista. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. It is just a pacifista. So yeah, I mean, she's right to be emotional, but like Luffy's also right calling her a fucking idiot, because it's not her dad. It's not her dad, and she should know that. She should know that. It's still, I can understand why she's getting emotional, but like, fucking get over it, bitch. We need to fucking deal with this situation in front of us. Anyway, let's see. Toei, don't let me down when you adapt this. Yeah, I'm really excited. This is like I haven't really been watching, like I've watched like some clips from the recent anime stuff, but I don't really watch the One Piece anime at all. But like, this shit is kind of fire though. I kind of fuck with it. Like I would love to see the way this looks in the anime with like all the cool like Robo shit. It's got to be dope. It's got to be dope. We all assume it's a Pacifista, but this is a Vegapunk island, so it's not impossible for it to be the real Kuma. You're right, Molotov. That's a good point. That's a good point. It could be her dad, and Bonney most likely has hockey, so it would make sense. People said Kuma in that panel looks like Cobra/Kyros. A little bit. I can see it. I can see it. I can see why they would say that. Plus, it looks like he is glasses. Yes, he is wearing glasses, which is very, very kawaii. Very kakui. I've loved that Bonney panel too. For once, Oda didn't ruin something with incompetent paneling or those transition lines that waste space for no reason. Yeah, no, this is really good. This is like really emotional. It feels earned because like we've known Bonney has had like, her eye on Kuma for a while. And like this, like I feel it, like as much as I know Bonney is being irrational and that this is just a Pacifista, like you can feel like, like I still feel for her. Oda did this pretty successfully in my opinion. And I like that he gave her a big, like ugly cry panel with like this nice, cute, like kind of flashback blob for her and her dad. That's really cute. I like that a lot. Toei is saving Wano so damn hard. It made the Kaido fight actually tolerable. You see, I didn't hate the Kaido fight in the manga. I know a lot of people have some issues with it, and that makes sense. I do as well. I think there could have been it could have been better in certain ways. Overall, I actually quite enjoyed it, even in the manga. I think it especially when reading it back, I think it flows pretty well. That being said, I have watched the episode of the anime where Kaido knocks Luffy off of the islands, off of Onigashima and into the sea. And that was actually like really good. And it felt like it fleshed out Kaido's motivations, especially around his feelings around like death and being the strongest and like why it's like lonely to be at the top. To me, like those were things that I already felt about Kaido's character, but I felt like I was kind of, whenever I would express them to other people would be like, I think you're reading into, people would say to me, like, that they would think I was reading into shit too much. So I like that the anime made it more explicit. What I think was pretty clearly implied, but a lot of people didn't pick up on while they were reading. So I agree with you. I think the anime is doing a decent job. With a lot of stuff. But again, I haven't been paying too close attention. I just see it, like, I mostly see when people post, like, highlights of it on, like, Twitter or YouTube or stuff like that. So, maybe I'll watch some more of it in the anime, but we'll just have to see. Anyway, getting back to the chapter. Okay. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? Blackbeard. A certain sea in the new world. We got Blackbeard, baby. It's no good, Captain. So, Blackbeard versus Law. Okay. So, the Law pirates are being attacked by the Blackbeard pirates. It looks like Blackbeard himself is after them. Another hit like that and the water pressure will crush us. Let's surface. We won't be able to escape. There's land northeast of here. What the fuck? Why is Law a lady? Why are they all women? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Weirdo says, Molotov says, what ruined the fight in the manga for me personally was I thought the swings from losing hard to LOL, I win now, were handled really poorly. I do agree that with the Nika power-up, I think Oda should have done a better job of establishing, like, because it felt like once Luffy went Nika, like once he awakens, like, he just kind of, like, attacks that would have, like, literally, like, KO'd him prior to that, no longer KO'd him. And it was like, how resilient to damage is Nika? Like, is it just invincible? And that, I think that is a valid complaint and a valid question. So if that's what ruined it for you, that's fair. I think for me, everything before Nika, like the Nika reveal, was like Kino, was like pretty damn good. And everything after, like even the Nika stuff that I don't like, the stuff about it that I do like was pretty fun and like felt like kind of like classic One Piece in like a comedy way and in like a kind of like free-spirited way that I enjoyed. But I can easily understand why. Like, I definitely have my own problems with it as well. And I do feel like Kaido got a little bit, like, shortchanged in some ways. Like, I feel like he could have had... Like, they could have gotten more into his motivations than they did. I still think there's enough there to piece together what Oda was going for, but I get why people were disappointed. I really do. So, no problem there. And I do agree that the anime is fleshing out his motivations more, which I appreciate. 100%. Keep reading. Yes. Okay. Now you know why people horny post for this chapter. I haven't seen anything about 1063 yet, except for the Burgess face thing, which I guess we'll see soon. So here we go. Prepare for battle and be quick about it. God damn. Honestly, girl law, pretty hot. Pretty hot. I'd fuck. Wow, Captain, you're so cute now. Do you have a death wish? Crap, we're sorry. It got me too. Keep away from the infected. His power is contagious. They're hoping to disorient us with the forced gender flipping. It'll be fine, though. Our clashes with the Emperors taught me that devil fruit powers can be countered if you use a great deal of hockey. Captain, we've surfaced. So he's squeezing, he's trying to shit out that hockey fruit. He's trying to pass that hockey stone so bad. Captain, we've surfaced. Ah! And he looks like he turns back into a male. Ooh, he's managed to nullify the disease. So wait, is this what's-his-face's disease? Doc Q? I'd expect no less from a pirate worth 3 billion. That's how diseases go. An antibody always comes along. And when one person finds a remedy, it's not long before everyone's cured. Well, I mean, he used hockey to remedy it. It's not like you can create like a hockey injection and like shoot that into anyone, right? I mean, maybe Law, if anyone can, it's fucking Law. He's fucking broken as fuck. That's how diseases go. An antibody always comes along. Yeah. Cough. It was entering though, right? I call this one the Milady transformation plague. So he created a plague like Queen and injected them with fucking hermaphrodite pills. My buff fruit powers are the freaking best. Wait, he has the buff fruit? Are you fucking kidding me right now? I thought he was just strong. Why does he have the buff fruit? That's fucking retarded. Oda, what the fuck are you doing? Like, Garp could do this. Fucking Jozu could do this. They don't have the buff fruit. You fucking hack. You fucking idiot. Are you fucking kidding me, Oda? Buff fruit? Give me a fucking break, dude. So he picks up this giant mushroom. So it's an island of dicks. It's a bunch of dicks on this island. He picks up a giant cock. He's gonna throw it at these bitch-ass motherfucking law pirates. Or the heart pirates, I guess. Burgess, he's lifting a mountain. How'd he get in front of us? Burgess, I'm gonna send you over to the island. Oh, so I read it out of order. That's my bad. So wait, what's this? What's Van Auger's warp fruit? So Van Auger has the warp fruit? Since when? Burgess, I'm gonna send you over to the island. Blip. So he basically has a worse version of Law's fruit, since Law can literally warp people at will with his fucking room. Anyway, it's still cool. Blip, somebody's in the woods. And there's a giant fucking mushroom tip. Burgess picks up a cock with his fucking swole fruit. God, so, wait, if Burgess has the buff fruit, what the fuck does, what's his name have? You guys know, like, Rouge, the Mad Monk. What the fuck does that guy have? Doesn't he have the fucking You know, swole fruit? I thought he had the swole fruit. So I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh my god. So, god. Oda, why do you have to give people fruits that they don't need? That they don't fucking need? Burgess was already strong as fuck. He threw a fucking house pre-time skip. Like, he was beating people up. No problem, pre-time skip. He fucking tanked everyone with his fucking shoulder throw in the Coliseum. Why does he need the swole fruit? The swole fruit. It's unnecessary. God damn it, Oda. God damn it. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's some hack to shit right there. That's some hack to shit. That is unnecessary. If Garp could do the same shit without the swole fruit, there's no reason why Burgess, who's already a swole guy, needs a swole fruit. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Hack to shit. Hack to shit. I'm calling hacked on this shit. Bullshit. Superhuman strength, bizarre contagions, teleportation. These guys have hunted down some insane powers. No wonder their bounties keep rising. It's gonna crush us. Room. So obviously that's not going to do anything against fucking Law. It's been a while, hasn't it, Trafalgar Law? Oh yeah, so these guys know each other from Rocky Port. Now, we know that now. Huff, huff, what do you want? Is that any way to speak to a member of the worst generation? I keep forgetting that Blackbeard is technically a member of the worst generation. But he's not one of the 9 not one of the 9 members though, so it's strange. It's weird. When you Kid and Straw Hat left Wano, I knew one of you would end up here. So he's fucking crushing Doc Q and his flying horse, which is pretty hilarious. So wait, does that mean the flying horse might be like have the Pegasus fruit that or the bird fruit that fucking Gonfall had in Skypiea? That's interesting. Nay, Whis. But I had no way of knowing which of you would show. So Law thought he got one up on the on Kid and Straw Hat by going to the island furthest to the east. But it turns out Blackbeard was waiting for them. So that's pretty fucked up. But I have no way of knowing which of you would show. Commodore Cuff Stronger says he's struggling to carry our weight. I'm struggling myself. With Big Mom and Kaido gone, the world's gonna turn on its head. Sounds fun, huh? Kaido had one, didn't he? Just how many road poneglyph rubbings have you got? I'll be taking them off your hands. You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's settle this. Winner takes all. When Titans clash. So, oh shit, are we actually gonna see this? I feel like this is gonna be off screens. Because this is cutting into like the arc stuff that we're getting right now. I suspect this is gonna be off screen, which is kind of disappointing. It's a little bit disappointing. Because like I would be so down to watch like Blackbeard versus Law. Like that sounds like an epic fight, and I would love to see it. But honestly, like Law is definitely like a character with a lot of plot armor, but he doesn't have so much plot armor that he can't be bested. And like the fact that he got beaten the fuck out of him by fucking Doflamingo means that Blackbeard's gonna fuck his shit up. Blackbeard's gonna push his shit in. But I still want to see it. I still really want to see it. If I was a betting man, which I can be sometimes, I would bet that we're not going to get to see it. That we're going to see the aftermath of it. We're going to hear about it later, but we're not going to get to see it, which is kind of too bad. But I'm overall, I can accept not getting to see it. I hope we see at least a little bit of it, but who knows? I feel like we're just similar to what happened with Boa Hancock. I expect us to just see the aftermath. But anyway, let me read some comments and see what you guys are saying about this. This chapter was fucking nuts. But honestly, this chapter feels super short compared to the last chapter, so I'm glad I did them both in one stream. To me, that actually kind of worked out well, that I wasn't able to stream last week. But I think it kind of worked out well in this case, because this chapter was very, very short, but like packed with like interesting stuff that I want to know more about. So pretty damn cool. Pretty damn fucking cool. All right, Weird Bros, my man. Keep reading. Now you know why people horny post for this chat. Yeah, I read that line. Weird Bros, I saw so much horny posts for Law. Honestly, people already, like women horny post for Law like a motherfucker, because, you know, he's edgy, he's got the cool tattoos, he's like a fucking, you know, emo boy. You know, he's already being fucking thirsted over like a motherfucker. So now it's just like, it's spreading the wealth. You know what? I can appreciate it. Even though, like, bizarre. What is Doc Q's powers? So, mythical horse zone fruit model Pegasus. Interesting. So his horse ate the horse fruit and became a perfect horse. Because apparently if you eat the fruit of an animal that you already are, you become a perfect version of that. So he has the sick, Doc Q has the sick fruit. So he can, like, produce a plague. Interesting. So he's like Queen, but he doesn't have to synthesize the plague himself. He can just create the plague. That's pretty fucking OP, not gonna lie. It's cool to see that all of these guys have, like, really, like, OP powers, though. Like, this is what you want to see from Blackbeard. This is what you want to see from Blackbeard. You want to see him fucking up guys like Law. That's what you would really... Honestly, that makes him really cool. That's really fucking dope. Okay, now this is the biggest thing about this chapter. Was Oda shitposting, or does Haki actually defeat all Devil Fruit powers now? That is a good question, Molotov. I feel like this... There are some really hacked things in the back half of this chapter. Specifically, like, Law just, like, shitting out a Haki fruit real hard. Like, that's hacked as fuck. Like, because what is he going to do? Is he going to synthesize a Haki cure and Hakify all of his crew members to turn them back into their original gender? That doesn't make any sense. You know, that's not going to happen. Law already has a power that should be able to help with this. Like, Law has the fucking Ope no Mi, aka the OP no Mi. He should be able to fix this on his own, you know? Like that's pretty shit, not gonna lie. That legitimately sucks. And then the other thing is Jesus Burgess with the buff fruit. Get fucked, Jesus Burgess. Fuck off. And here's the thing I was spoiled on, is this particular image right here. Van Ager with, like, his half metal face now because you know, his fucking metal jaw because Sabo crushed his face. It looks cool. I like it. He's kind of like, you know, looks like a fucking weird, scary Terminator man. But the buff fruit genuinely is like shit writing. Like, Oda, that's the worst thing I've seen in, like, since Wano ended. The buff fruit. That might be the worst. That might be worse than anything in Wano. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I hate useless shit like that. The buff fruit? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? How uncreative can you fucking get, Oda? How uncreative? Give him anything. Give him the spring fruit. Give him fucking any fucking fruit. Give him... Oh, I just... Why? Why would you do that? Why would you fucking do that? He was already buff. Oda, he was already fucking buff. When did he get this fruit? Did he get it pre-time skip? So fucking worthless. So fucking stupid. Totally undercuts how cool of, like, like, how based Burgess was, you know, by just being, like, a strong man, you know, in and of himself. Now we don't know. Did he work hard and then eat the buff fruit? Why would he eat it if he's already buff and already super strong? Like, it makes no sense. You can become a superhuman in One Piece without eating a fucking fruit that makes you strong as fuck. It's so bad. It's so dumb. That's, like, the worst thing I've seen probably in, like, 100 chapters. Not 1,000 chapters, but definitely that's the worst thing I've seen since, like, Pound coming back. Like, that is embarrassingly bad. I'm sorry. I hate this. I hate this. This undercuts everything cool about this character. Everything I liked about Burgess is now gone. And that's not an overreaction, motherfucker. That's for real. Like, genuinely, what the fuck were you thinking, Oda? What the fuck were you thinking? What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Like, what was going through your fucking pea brain? Your stupid... You're like, oh, I want to make it thematically relevant to fucking Burgess. Like, give him any other fruit. Anything that expands his abilities beyond just, like, doubling down on what he already is. That would be like if he gave Von Auger's horse the horse fruit. It's that bad. It's that bad. It's so stupid. It's really dumb. God damn it. Sorry, I went on a bit of a rant there. I genuinely hate shit like this. Redundant shit that takes away from how cool characters are without, like, a power that literally just makes them more of that thing. It's similar to how Bello Betty's fruit inspired, like, it basically, like, kind of force, like, it gives, like, people, like, in, like, a D&D sense, or, like, in a role-playing game sense, like, a inspiration buff. If she was just someone who had, like, a different or unrelated fruit, but could inspire people with her words, that would be way more based. I'm just saying. It would be way cooler. That is much less of an offense than this, though. This is way more of an offense. This is embarrassingly bad. This is like the type of shit I would expect from a lesser, like, from, like the guy who wrote Fairy Tail. Like, this is awful. This is so shitty. I'm just saying. It's really bad. This is embarrassing. So nope, one hit kill, DF can't beat, hold on. So nope, one hit kill, DF can't beat the top tiers. Sour Lemon says, so no, Blackbeard didn't attack Whole Cake. Sour, this doesn't disprove anything. We've seen the Blackbeard pirates operating separately. We've seen Burgess be separate from the main crew. We've seen, Blackbeard show up to Amazon Lily with two of his, like, commanders, but not the whole crew, with what's his face, Vasco Shot and Katarina Devon. We've seen specifically, we've seen Shiryu and the guy who can fly. What's his name? Not Doc Q, but the other guy. God damn it. The guy who looks like Michael Jackson, who does the moonwalk. That guy. We've seen those two, like, specifically traveling together without Blackbeard. Like, the Blackbeard crew is a large crew that spans, like, the New World. They can be, like, different members can be in different places at once, and it's completely possible and likely that Kuzan could have been sent on a mission away from Blackbeard and, like, the main forces. There's no reason to believe that's not the case. There's no reason to rule that out. Just saying. Weirdbo says he didn't have buff fruit till now because he could swim till now. Could he swim till now? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember if he could. Everyone is thinking the exact same thing. Either Oda has really given up and stopped caring, or it's the signal that BB's original crew are irrelevant jobbers that won't matter in the end. I don't think they're irrelevant. I still think Burgess is going to do, like, cool, important shit. But this just makes, like, he was already buff. He was already strong. Why did you have to give him a fruit that doesn't add anything? Like, if Burgess picked up this thing, this is like what Jozu did during the war. Or like what Garp did when he threw that giant fucking, like, you know, ball on a chain down on the Straw Hat ship. It's just as impressive as those things. Why did he need a fruit for this? It's unnecessary. It's redundant. It's stupid. Like, you know, it takes away from how cool he was already. That it doesn't, like, I still like these original crew guys. They're all cool. I like that their designs feel like early One Piece designs. I like that they aren't, like, over designed. I like that they, you know, are cool and neat and, like, not, like, overpowered, but, like, still able to use their powers in, like, interesting, like, strategic ways, like they're being done here. This is all good, except for Burgess. Except for Burgess and Law's hockey fruit bullshit, trying to pass a fucking kidney stone over here, trying to poop the woman out of him. It's just like it is just like Oda phoned it in this part, like in these 2 pages. Everything else about this chapter I think is pretty keynote though, except for Bonney. Bonney should really know what a pacifista is, but, like, I get it. She's emotional. She sees her father in it. She doesn't want her father, like, she doesn't even want to see her father, like, a visage of her father get hurt because he's already been hurt so much. That I can vibe with, even if she does need to, like, get over it a little bit. But this shit is fucking embarrassing. But the thing is, Blackbeard, you know, camping in the New World, waiting for someone to come from Wano to steal the poneglyphs, to steal the rubbings, that shit is Kino. Seeing all the other powers, like Doc Q, Van Auger, and seeing Law getting fucked up, and his crew getting fucked up, that shit is Kino. It's just, this Burgess shit is fucking horrible. And this hockey shit, I'm kind of, like, I'm not as bogged down by that, because to me it's like, yeah, like, I guess that, you know, whatever, fuck it. Like, I don't have it, like, hockey is kind of weird, and it is kind of like, Like, Oda kind of changes the goal, like, moves the goalpost with it a bunch, which is kind of bad writing. But, like, at the end of the day, like, we know that hockey is, like, kind of super important. We know that it can overcome devil fruits in certain ways. I'm not going to get too bogged down by it being able, like, him having, you know, conquers hockey or whatever, being able to overpower this particular spell that he was put on by a guy. Like, it does suck. I don't like it, but, like, I'm not, like, going to get too hung up on that. For me, the Burgess thing bothers me way more, just because it's way more redundant. It was just completely unnecessary. Completely. Also, the only bad thing about this is it would have been funny to see Law be a hot lady for a little while longer. That would have been fun. But overall, this chapter was good, but there were some severe moments of, like, serious hack to shit going on here. I honestly, now that I've thought about it more, like, this shit pisses me off so much that I kind of hope this fight gets off screen. Because as much as it would be cool to see, like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I just want to see the aftermath, which will be Law getting fucking bodied. Probably. If Law doesn't get bodied, Oda, I'm coming for your ass. If Law doesn't get his fucking ass rocked by Blackbeard, fucking his rectum resized by this man's massive black cock, then I'm going to be pissed off. Because that is hack to shit. That is hack to shit. It's the same thing with when the Revolutionary Army members clashed with, like, Sabo and his boys, clashed with the admirals. They should have been fucking captured and turned into human weapons like I predicted. That would have raised the stakes exponentially. Robo Sabo, my boys, we still in here? No, I mean, we know Robo Sabo isn't a thing anymore, but, like, that would have been a better direction than the Seraphim are okay. I think they're cool. I think that would have been more interesting. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm a better writer than Oda, but in this particular instance, I had a better idea than him. And it's the same thing here. It's like, if Law gets out of this situation and is able to escape, and, like, his crew doesn't get fucking decimated here, hack to shit. Blackbeard fucked up Ace, he should also fuck up Law. Blackbeard is the boogeyman. You know, if like, the fact that fucking, what's her name? Boa Hancock was able to escape because Rayleigh fucking flopped his dick on the table, that's already bad enough. Like, Blackbeard was a man who stood up to fucking Sengoku and Garp at the same time. He shouldn't have run away from Rayleigh 2 years later, 2 years after that. I can accept it. It's still, I don't like it. I don't like it. Rayleigh cock-blocked us from having consequences to that encounter. This better, like, lead to something. Blackbeard better walk away with those rubbings. And Law better get fucked up. And I hope he gets his fucking fruit stolen as well. Because that fruit is too powerful for a man like him to have. I want someone else to get that fruit. Give it to someone on fucking, Blackbeard's crew. I don't care who. Give it to fucking Shiryu or some shit. I don't give a fuck. Give it to anyone. Anyway, fuck it. You know, I'm a little pissed off. I'm a little pissed off. This chapter pissed me off. But still interesting. I'm excited to talk about this chapter with other people. But there are some severely hacked things going on here. I just gotta point it out. It's my fucking solemn duty, my solemn oath to point this shit out to you guys, which most of you already are aware of because you're smart cookies. You wouldn't be here if you weren't, you know? The monk has a fruit that takes damage and turns it into power. Yeah, so the monk, I mean, that's true. That's true. Superhuman strength, aka normal strength. I mean, okay, but the thing is, like, you know, normal people in the One Piece world haven't trained as hard as, like, someone like Garp or Jozu or Burgess did, so it is still, you know, superhuman in the sense that they've exceeded normal human limitations. That's what makes it superhuman. He's a worse gen, but not one of the 11 super rookies. True. It's 4 pages shorter than normal. Yeah, that is weird, right? Doc Q has the 6/6 fruit. That's sick, bro. Fucking stupid. Oda genuinely could have... Molotov says, Oda genuinely could have opened the dictionary at random, pointed to a random word, and made that Burgess's fruit. Yes, and it would have been better for it. It would have been better for it. What the fuck, Oda? What are you fucking doing, my man? You were doing so well. You were doing so well. Your post-Wano chapters were all fire. They were all good. What are you doing, my guy? What are you fucking doing? God damn it, Oda. Fucking hack shit. And it would have been better for... Yeah, so Molotov agrees. It would have been better for it. Sour Lemon says, oh, I forgot Aokiji was a Blackbeard crewmate. I still thought it was an independent action. It's hard to say, man. Like, you know, I could be wrong. It might not be Aokiji. To me, it looks like it's Kuzan. AKA Aokiji. Like, it looks like that opening page looks like it was like that island, like Cacao Island got frozen to me. That's just what it looks like. I'm just calling it like I see it. Molotov says, Jesus could swim. He was competing for the Flare Fruit in Dressrosa. Just gives Jesus the walk fruit that lets him walk on water. Yes! Missed opportunity of the century. Thank you, Molotov. Thank you. God damn it. Oda, what are you doing? Yeah, honestly, this makes me want to revoke Goda status. Because, like, you have Jesus. Give him the walk fruit. Make him moonwalk on water, please. Please, Lord. Well, the characters you mentioned with big strength feats worked for them when the Blackbeard pirates go for cheap power-ups in Devil Fruits. Weird Bros, I get you, but, like, you gotta understand. We've seen, like, Burgess, well before this, do a bunch of, like, things that made him super impressive. Like, he was helping Blackbeard fight, like, fucking Garp, you know? Like, he wasn't as strong as Garp, but he was, like, you know, he was, like, helping out, you know? It's, at least in the anime he was. I don't know if he was in the manga, but, like, fact of the matter is, like, Burgess was already really strong and really impressive before this. In Dressrosa, even pre-time skip. Like, he was doing crazy shit that like, most humans in the One Piece world can't just pick up a house and throw it on top of a guy. Or, like, jump down from, like, a fucking, like 200-story, like, plateau and, like, just be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, Burgess was impressive. And what made him so cool in Dressrosa is that he was going after the Mero Mero no Mi, which would have been like, imagine if he got that, he would have had fire powers, and, like, that would have been on top of his already, like, massive strength. You know? Like, it was really cool. But now he's just like, I'm now strong, but I'm even stronger because I have the strong fruit, the strongman fruit, the Arnold Schwarzenegger fruit. It's like, give me a fucking break, bro. Well, it makes sense Law would figure out the hockey, it makes sense Law would figure out the hockey negation since he keeps having his OTK moves negated by strong hockey. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. And, like, I'm glad that there is a way for other characters to counter Law's moves. Like, because his moves are pretty OP. But, no pun intended. But, like, but it's still, like, it's just a bummer. Like, you know, like, imagine if, like Sugar turned him into a toy. Could he just overcome that by, like, exerting his hockey? That really sucks. Like, why couldn't... Kuros has hockey, why couldn't Kuros do that, you know? I guess because Kuros doesn't have, like, you know, fucking Supreme King hockey. But come on, man. It's really disappointing. It's just disappointing. Like, because Oda can do better than this. And that's the main thing, is, like, Oda is, like... these are clearly moments where Oda is trying to get from point A to point B, so he's kind of phoning it in. And, like, this one is just kind of like a minor moment in a chapter where, in the end, Law is still most likely going to get massively fucked up, which is good. But this moment, it's like, this guy's going to be a player for the rest of the series, Jesus Burgess. He's going to, like, have a fight with someone probably, like, in the final arc, you know? Against a Straw Hat. But now he's just, I ate the swole fruit, so I'm even more swole. It's like, come on, bro. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? God damn it. So stupid. You can do better, Oda. That's all I'm saying, is you can do better. And I think you know that. It's the price of weekly manga, but it's also Oda being a hack. I can't deny it. At first I thought that Law turned himself into a lady for some reason. I don't think he can do that. For a second I thought maybe they got, like, Ivankov's fruit. Like, I thought maybe, like, they stole Ivankov's fruit and someone had, like, taken it. But because I was like, how did everyone else turn into a woman? That makes no sense. But now it I guess it's the sick fruit, I guess, turns you into a woman, because being a female is an illness according to Oda. Honestly, that's a pretty red pill take there, Oda. I don't really know what to make of that, coming from my mangaka over here. But hey, Japan is a pretty red pill place, so I guess that's how it be over there. God damn it. Oh, man. Yeah, so Law turned himself into a lady. Then I thought Ivanka was there. I thought the same thing, man. I thought the same thing, Sour. Molotov, I'll say it. I am a better writer than Oda. Molotov, send me your latest chapter whenever that comes out. I want to read it. Whatever it might be. If Blackbeard beats Law in this fight, it would mean he would catch up to Luffy in terms of how close he is to the One Piece in one chapter. Yeah. Yep. Blackbeard should not only steal all of Law, take all of Law's poneglyphs. He should capture Law or turn him into the world government or something. I want Law to be severely fucked up in a meaningful way after this. I want someone to have to save him. Not necessarily Luffy and the Straw Hats. Maybe Kid. Maybe Kid off screen saves Law. And then people will stop, hating on my boy Kid a little bit. Fair enough. That's what I mean. It's obviously Aokiji. Sour Lemon says, just forgot he was associated with Blackbeard. Yeah, exactly. Molotov based, yeah. Yeah, Oda is pretty based with that one. making being a lady an illness. Well, it's like hockey that you work for it's like hockey that you work for can negate devil fruits, and Blackbeard goes for the easy version in the darkness fruit instead of taking the time to train his hockey, or how if Blackbeard negates Luffy's devil fruit in his fruit, Luffy can use his better hockey to counter devil fruits. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just hockey has been improved in the last couple arcs because we've gotten more information about actually what it can do, which is good. And seeing it actually codified more and being and kind of retroactively kind of recontextualizing some of the things we saw back in the Paramount War saga with the admirals and the the Whitebeard commanders is good. And it's cool to see that with Future Sight, with Rio, with Logias being able to kind of separate their body before they're stabbed with hockey in order to dodge a hockey attack. Stuff like that is really good. I actually really like that stuff. But for me, when hockey just negates devil fruit powers outright, it's one thing to be able to harm a devil fruit user, but to just be able to hoop real hard and negate the power, the effects of someone's devil fruit. We've never really seen that to this extent before, I don't think. And it really is kind of shitty, in my opinion, because what makes devil fruits cool is that you can use, someone with an interesting devil fruit power, like Sugar or Doc Q, could put up a fight. Or Mr. 3 is a great example, where Mr. 3 is way weaker than Luffy, but because his devil fruit power is so good, or even Magellan, his devil fruit power is so good, he's able to fight guys that are way stronger than him, because he's smart and he uses his devil fruit power in creative ways. Same with Caesar in Punk Hazard. Caesar was way weaker than Luffy, but his devil fruit powers are so good, he was able to take out half the Straw Hats by removing the oxygen from the air. Stuff like that is super great, and it makes One Piece's power system interesting by making it so that certain powers, it's more about the matchup. The matchup matters. It's not just that the guy with a stronger power level always wins. And for me, I prefer that type of stuff to stuff like Dragon Ball, where almost always the guy with the higher power level always wins, which in my opinion is just not as interesting to see. I like seeing strategy in my fights. I like seeing essentially don't get me wrong, I'm okay with some power level shit. It's not the I liked Luffy versus Kaido and how Luffy had to learn to utilize his haki in a different way to fight Kaido, to actually damage him, and that and getting some recontextualization on how the admirals and the Yonko had used Rio and Conqueror's coding in the past was really cool, and like made that stuff in the past feel like, oh, maybe it wasn't planned all along, but it made it feel like Oda always had it in mind, which is very, very cool, and I like that. But it is just like seeing like Law just like shit out the woman fruit and become like himself again is a bummer. Like that is it. Like I'm sure you guys understand. Like it like turns the effects of devil fruit, which we've never seen, be outright negated for the most part. Like Law said, like, oh yeah, with strong hockey, I can't move them around in my room because they're just so strong. But like that's kind of so vague that it wasn't really like he could still fuck them up with his room powers though. Like it's there, he still had other ways to do that. Even if he couldn't move them, he could move other people or move himself. So he's still super OP in his room. This just like feels like it, you know, it makes hockey like declaratively above devil fruits, which I do think is kind of bad. I don't like it. It takes away from some of the strategy element that I really appreciate about One Piece, in my opinion. Okay. Well, it's like hockey that you work for. Okay, so I already read that one. Molotov Bartender says, correct me if I'm wrong, but only Luffy has the secret Zo poneglyph. I think that's probably true, but it's hard to say. It's because Law was there as well. Law was at the poneglyph, and he probably took a rubbing of it as well. And I'm pretty sure that they shared those things with Kid too. So Kid probably has the same amount of poneglyphs rubbings. Because we know Kid had the rubbing from Big Mom's territory. That's what they stole from Snack, presumably. And so it seems like they may have shared some with each other. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, really, what's going on there. I'm pretty sure Law has all three. The one from Zo, the one from Whole Cake, and the one from, what's it called? From Wano. But it's possible maybe Kid has the one from Wano and Whole Cake, and maybe Luffy's crew is the only one who has all three. And maybe Law's crew just has the two. The one from Zo and the one from Wano. Who knows? It's hard to... I would have to go back and read that part. Now, Law has Zo and Wano, says Weird Bros. Okay, I'll trust Weird Bros on that. Kid has Wano and Big Mom's. I could see Kid having Zo's too. It's hard to say. Molotov says also Cock Armament. And Cock Armament Rio. True. Honestly, I like the way that hockey played into the... Like, I like that Luffy underwent, like, training arcs in Wano and in Whole Cake Island to some degree, because Luffy in the past has never really had training arcs like the way that other shonen protagonists have. So it was cool to see. I liked seeing that. Those are things about both of those arcs that I appreciated. And I like that kind of like we learn more about the nature of hockey and what it can do. And it also recontextualized stuff that the Admirals had done in the past, stuff that the Yonko had done in the past. I thought that was cool. I thought that was well done, honestly. For me, I kind of wish Oda had stuck with the Conqueror's hockey stuff and hadn't pursued the Nika stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. Not a big deal. Whatever. Weird Bro says, I haven't seen film Red, but apparently the hockey negation is in it. Interesting? Okay. I haven't seen it either, and that sounds really cringe, but I'll take your word for it. I think Kuzan took pudding and the Whole Cake rubbing. Yeah, you're probably right. That could be very true. Shit, man. Shit, dude. This chapter, I mean, these two chapters, it's been a long stream, bros. It's been a long stream. It's been 2 hours, 30 minutes. This is a lot of fun, yo. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm sorry that I haven't been doing this as regularly as I usually do, but I appreciate you all coming through and making it like a good time. Really fun. Y'all had a lot of good shit to say. I really appreciate you being part of the streams. I'll be honest, like sometimes, like I've been doing this for a little bit. Obviously, I can't do streaming as much as I want these days, just because of how busy I am. But like, it's cool to see that these streams are still getting as much as engagement as they are. And it seems like they're doing pretty good on YouTube as well. So I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm hoping that it's fun for you. If you got any suggestions for ways I can like improve the streams, I'm thinking about like integrating like, not necessarily like a soundboard, but like some like audio cues in some way, shape, or form. We'll see. Or like I'm also thinking about like improving like my stream panels and stuff like that as well. But if you guys have any particular, like I've been pretty lazy, like ever since I kind of set up the initial stream panels, I've been pretty reluctant to kind of improve on my current setup just because it's nice to kind of set it and forget it. But I do want to put, you know, things back into the channel and like kind of be better than I am now in terms of like the way I present my streams and my content online in various different ways. So yeah, any suggestions you guys have? Nate's soundboard is the worst part of his stream. Yeah, I appreciate. I'm not going to do a soundboard, but I had an idea of like maybe doing like some, like kind of having like a couple things like yayo or some One Piece shit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not necessarily like I don't want to copy anyone explicitly, especially not Nate. But you know, I'm just thinking about ways I can kind of make the stream a little bit more engaging. Obviously, like I'm not at affiliate yet on Twitch, so once I do, I'll be able to kind of like do custom emotes, alerts, and stuff like that, so that should be a lot of fun. Malta says, disagree, Sour Lemon. Thank you, Baxter. Classic Nate soundboard there. Good times, good shit. I can appreciate the soundboard. I think I'm a bit more, like, I have a bit more well-rounded of an approach than Nate when it comes to reviewing One Piece chapters, but I do think that he is, the dude's really funny. I'll give him that. He's a funny dude. I respect him for his comedic timing. I hope to, you know, improve on my own comedic timing and in the best ways that I can. Weird Bro says the moment with Green Bull shitting himself from Shanks was apparently Shanks negating his devil fruit from things I've heard from people who watched Film Red. Oh, that's so stupid. That's so dumb, dude. I fucking hate that shit, man. I fucking hate that shit. That makes me cringe, bro. Weird Bros, I appreciate you bringing the shit up. God damn it, dude. All right. Good shit, guys. Good shit. When like 3/4 of his stream is the sound effects, it's intolerable. Yeah, no, I agree. So he goes a little overboard with it, but I can appreciate it. It's all an effort to make things a little funny. And I do want to find ways to kind of like make the stream a little bit more fun. I think once I hit 50 subs on Twitch, which I'm getting pretty close to now, which is cool. Appreciate you guys for, you know, being a part of that. I think once I'm an affiliate, I should be able to kind of like do some more like custom stuff to make things a little bit more fun, a little bit more engaging for you guys. For the meantime, I'll just keep, you know, doing what I'm doing. I definitely, when I do hit the 50 subs on Twitch, I think I will kind of, you know, upgrade my paneling, do some other cool stuff as well. But, you know, obviously I'm here for you guys. I'm here for your feedback. I couldn't appreciate you guys anymore, you know, for coming through and being part of these streams, even when I get to the chapter a little bit late. I really do appreciate that. And it's always a really good time. It's always a really good time. And like, you guys make it what it is. Like, whenever I do a stream and no one shows up and it's me just talking to myself, like, I still think those are fun. And like, it helps me a lot because like, I do a lot of presentations at work, and like this kind of thing like actually helps me be a better presenter, a better like team leader, a better like meeting leader at my job, which is great. Gives me a lot of, you know, like it's fun. It's fun. I have a lot of fun when I do this, you know. It's always a good time for me, and it's always more fun when y'all come through. So I always appreciate it, and I hope you're entertained. Are you not entertained? I hope you're entertained. But anyway, I can make it more engaging, more entertaining. Any suggestions y'all have, please either get at me when I re-upload this to YouTube, or comment it here. I'll read the comments back. But also, feel free to get at me on Discord. You know, if y'all aren't in my Discord server, it's pretty dead these days. But hey, feel free to hop in there. We'll post some. We'll talk One Piece. We'll post some memes. It'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. Or just talk to me in one of the Discords that you found this in, whether it be, you know, what is it? Talking Pirates or whatever the other shit is. Veil server. What's his name? Craft's old server, whatever, wherever I share this shit, you know, feel free to just at me. I'm down to have a chat. I'm down, like if I'm free, I'm down to hop in VC and talk to you guys. Definitely want to get some guests on the show pretty soon. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. Should be some fun stuff coming. But yeah, really appreciate it. Yeah, Shanks can use observation to negate. That's observation. Don't you mean Conquerors? Conquerors, I kind of get, because Conquerors is like kind of still sort of undefined. But like, yeah, it's weird. Someone's not going to be recompleted. What's recompleted? As long as there's good discussion, it's a good stream. Hell yeah, Molotov. Appreciate you, buddy. YT YouTube. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh? What happened? Whew. Good shit, guys. Good shit, lads. Anyway, thank you guys so much for showing, for coming out in force to this stream. We're going to be doing One Piece again next week. Probably it's either on Thursday if it comes out on, if the scans come out on Thursday, I'm going to do it on Thursday. If it comes out on Friday, I'm doing my stream. And for anyone who likes my gaming streams or wants to, check out one of my gaming streams, I've streamed Elden Ring on the channel. I've streamed Still Rise. I mostly do Souls likes, but I want to start doing Gotham Knights, which is sort of a spiritual successor to the Arkham series of games, but it comes out later this week. It stars kind of like Nightwing, the Bat Family, the enemies, the Court of Owls, which are like one of my favorite enemies in the DCAU. It's like an organization of a bunch of shady motherfuckers operating in the shadows, fucking based as fuck, like a secret society type of shit. We got all of Batman's proteges, which are almost, in my opinion, you might say they're kind of a little fucking fruity with their outfits, but frankly, I fuck hard with those guys because they're not quite as OP as Batman, which is what I like about them. So I'm excited to get into that game. I'm going to be playing it on Friday, but expect a One Piece stream Thursday if the scans come out on Thursday. If they don't, expect it on Saturday or Sunday of next week. So again, really appreciate you guys for showing up in force. And yeah, if you want to see the VODs for this, get down on my Bag of Chips YouTube channel. If you're interested in, if you haven't seen my video essays and you want to check them out, ChipZ is the name of my primary YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded to there, but I have some content that I'm currently scripting out that I plan to upload. So I have more video essays coming, other types of content coming to that channel in the next couple months. And at the very, there's stuff coming. So I know it's been a little dead there. But check it out if you're interested at all. If you want to see me do something that isn't just off the cuff, I think that content's good. So, but I've been having a lot of fun doing streams. I've been having a lot of fun doing kind of unscripted content and just letting, showing y'all a little bit of me, and I appreciate y'all showing a little bit of yourselves back. I really do. Uh-oh, there's not a bot to tell me to link. You know what? Good point, dude. Good point. That's part of the reason why I didn't set up any custom emotes or why I didn't do there is even though I'm not an affiliate, technically there is a way to do donations. I set it up, but I never link it because I just I'm just starting out, I don't you guys. I'm happy for y'all to just be here. I don't need anyone's money. I have a 9-to-5, man. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I can afford to do this in my free time, which is great. And that's all I ask for. I appreciate you guys just being involved in the streams and checking out the VODs if and when you want to, that's more than enough for me. I don't need any money from this. I'm not trying to shill in that way. I just kind of appreciate y'all showing up. It's just fun. It's just fun. I have a good time. I hope you do too. When Otis said the Monster Trio had hockey, they lean more to Shanks' observation. That's bizarre. Shanks always felt like the fucking Conquerors hockey guy. That was the thing he did in chapter 1, man. Come on. Literally chapter 1. So it might mean that all 3 colors at the top tier can be used to negate That's so stupid. I hate that. Can't find the channel. Dude, just click on my my profile. Just click on the ChipZ. If I were to show you here, I'll post it in the chat. Fuck it. Give me 1 sec. I'll post it for you. Are you talking about the YouTube channel or the regular channel? Either way, if you go to my About page, it's all linked right there. It's all linked right there. So you got Bag of Chips. This is where I post my my general content. This is where the re-uploads of these streams go. And if I do a playthrough, like a video game playthrough, it goes to this channel. And then the other one would be my what's it called? My primary channel, which, like I said, hasn't been super active since last year, but there's some stuff coming. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out at these 2 links. But also, if you want, you can just visit my About page on Twitch, you'll find all that stuff as well. All the links to like my Twitter, my Discord, YouTube, both YouTube channels. So yeah, and all the first link I posted, that's where all of like my stuff from my Twitch streams go. So like, and if I do a video game playthrough on YouTube, goes there, or on Twitch, it goes there as like episodes. And if I do, all my One Piece stuff are re-uploaded there, usually with like the very like intro and outro kind of like shortened, so it's not as much of a hassle for you guys to wait through. The YouTube channel, I clicked everything in the Twitch description's not work. Oh, that's weird. That's not working. I'll have to look into that. I think Shanks and Mihawk are both said to have top tier observation hockey. But it's film red, so how much of the shit said about Shanks is up in the air for being true. Yeah, you can't really trust the movies, but sometimes they have shit that you should pay attention to. So, like, sometimes, like, Oda is more involved in those, and it's like, you just never know. Like, Laughtail being kind of like a name that was on, like, a fucking, what's it called? Like the, a permanent log post, or eternal post found in, Strong World or whatever it was. So like, yeah, you really never know. You really never know what to pay attention to with those, with that shit. It's always a toss up for sure. Whew. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. Thank you so much for coming through. It's been a great time. I'm so glad to be back to streaming. And I appreciate you guys for coming out and being part of the stream, man. It's always a good time. It's always a good time when you come through. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. And like I said, if the chapter scans come out on Thursday, we'll be doing the stream Thursday night. If it doesn't come out till Friday, expect it Saturday or Sunday night, depending on my schedule. So I'll be, posting on Twitter, so feel free to check that out with like updates for that, or just get in the Discord and you get a notification when I go live, or just stay subscribed. That's fine too. Whatever. Anyway, guys, appreciate it. Have fun with the rest of your night too, Weird Bros. Molotov. Always good to see you guys, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace and sayonara.